Hi, welcome back to Aggie Cakes. Today I'm going to be showing y'all a small tutorial on how to make a baby jack cake from the Incredibles. It was really fun. The first thing I started to do was the bottom part of the baby's body. The powder that I showed you that helps the fondant get hard, like stiff, instead of you waiting, days before it can harden up. That one, it does it almost immediately, like overnight. It's really neat. So I did start with the bottom part first, then the head, and then I started with the arms and the legs. That's what I'm doing there right now. I did want all of them to be the same proportion. That way, there wasn't a leg fatter than the other one, etc. I mean, usually, it's not going to be exactly the same, but we want to try to do it as close to the same width as all of them. There you could see a little bit more on how the body is turning out, and it was really fun. I love doing it. And you basically just roll out the little fondant and then keep rolling it until you reach the length that you want. That's gonna be the diaper. Rolled out some white fondant, and I had to do it quite a few times because I wasn't happy. And even though I have two daughters, I don't really remember exactly how a diaper looks. So I had tried to imagine how I remember putting diapers on my kids was when they were babies. So I did as best as I could, and it looked pretty neat, I would say. So I put it on, then I put the legs inside of it, and then what I'm doing there, I am going to be using toothpicks to stick all of the, I guess you could say, limbs together and the head. Prior to putting them in there, I do wet the toothpicks with water. That way when it's sticky, and then once it dries, it hardens up and it stays stable. For the head, I did use two toothpicks. At first I used one, but then I'm like, oh, it's probably not going to be sturdy enough. So I did decide to put two. Look how cute it looks. Oh my God, it's so adorable. So I didn't finish putting like the little mask on or the eyes. I'm sorry about that, or the hair, but it was, I guess, I thought I was still recording. I got a phone call and then it stopped recording, so I do apologize for that. The customer did want chocolate cake. Shout out to my brother that wanted the cake. What I had there was Nutella flavored whipped cream. That was really delicious. And that was the filling for the layers. This was a 3-layer cake for the height. And what I added in the beginning was a chocolate simple syrup. So it's basically the way I told you guys in the past. So if you use 1 cup of water, then you use half a cup of sugar, and then you add cocoa powder, the chocolate cocoa powder. And it gives it the chocolate flavor, which is really neat. It makes your cakes moist. I use red gel food coloring for the whipped cream that was on top. And basically, that's the best you can use when trying to dye any type of cream. Use always gel food coloring. And I'm smoothing out the top first. Some people choose to smooth out the sides first. I sometimes do the sides and sometimes do the top, but usually I smooth out the top first, and then I start by smoothing out the side. Okay, so you'll be surprised how much smoothing I do, or any baker or cake decorator does. We try to be as perfect as possible, even though sometimes that's not possible. You can see in the background that my husband and my daughter came home with food, and I was working, so you can see I'm out in the back. It's too hilarious. Of course, I wasn't going to stop recording. Maybe I need to find a better spot to record my videos, but that's almost the end of the video in regards to the smoothing out of the cake. I did clean off the cake board. You'll always have a small little mess at the bottom when you're smoothing out a cake, so you want to clean that up for sure. Let's see. By the way, if anybody was wondering, they were eating Panda Express. Okay, so for the bottom, I did put a border, but it was a fondant border, and it was like a ribbon type of border, black. I thought it made a good contrast with the cake. The customer did show me several pictures of what she wanted, so I basically just got ideas from there, and then I went with that. I didn't do it exactly how she showed me. She showed me quite a few, and then I kind of just went the way I thought the cake would look nice. So that's the bottom part of the cake. I also wanted to let you guys know I do have like a ribbon cutter, like a fondant cutter, and I need to use it next time that I'm recording. That one's really neat, and there's no need to figure out, oh, is the ribbon going to be the same width, etc. It's always going to be the same width, and I should have just used that, but sometimes I like to be a little difficult. Okay, so there I couldn't really decide, so I keep cutting or trimming off the sides because I'm trying to make it as as the other one was, the same width and size. Okay, so I guess oopsie once again, I did make the Incredibles logo. I thought I had recorded that as well, but I guess I didn't, and I'm sorry for that. Maybe later today, I can make a video on how to make it. That was really easy. So what I'm rolling out there is, if you see that little cardboard right there, I did put that way the baby Jack could sit on top of it, because if I put it straight onto the cake, then it would sink in. So I wanted something for the baby to sit on. That way the figurine wouldn't sink in. I did put a dowel in the middle of the cake. That way it could withstand the weight of the baby, because the baby was pretty heavy, I guess, compared to like putting a paper cake topper or something like that. That one was pretty heavy. What I'm doing there is, I believe I am trying to put in the dowel, and then I put the yellow cardboard covered in fondant, and then I'm putting the little cute baby on top. My god, the baby was so adorable. I usually try to name my figurines that I make. That one obviously already had a name, but it's so cute, and I don't like to get rid of them, but I know they're part of my customers' cakes. They're just so adorable. So what I'm rolling out there is some yellow fondant. I thought that the logo of the Incredibles needed something extra, so I did put it around the Incredibles logo. There you could see the cute baby on top, and I'm gonna put a whipped cream border on the edges of the fondant covered paper board. That way you don't see anything, the seams or anything like that. So I mean, it's as best as I could, I guess. It's so cute. It's so fat and cute. So I'm using orange and yellow to make the dots on the cake. with the lighting, you can almost just see that there's just one color. It's like just yellow. But in reality, it was yellow and orange. I thought that made it the extra like pop, like, ooh, okay. So the way I was able to get the colors, I used gel food coloring, yellow and orange. So this is the final look of the cake. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.